We are back.
No, they can hear us too.
4, 3,
Two,
2, 1.
Mark.
Ding dong.
Yeah, they were back.
All right. Take
Some of us are back.
What is up?
Take 2.
All righty. So where does that leave us now that,
Where were we?
We were on Men in Tights.
Men in
Okay,
Tights.
Man in tights.
All
No, I
right.
think it's right where it belongs.
Yeah,
I agree with
I think
That
it's
looks about
solid.
right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, or I'd give it a high B.
High B, low A. Yeah, I think that
But I'm
sounds
content
about
with
right.
yeah. I'd go an A.
Livid says he doesn't have the link or drag him in or.
I thought he was leaving. I'll send it to him.
Nah, I think he just.
He's a glutton for punishment.
Sod it.
All right. I'm sending it.
Sod it.
Come on, do it.
All right, hang tight.
He can't walk away from a good chat. He can't do it.
All right, check the DMs.
Well, of course, we finally got to the British movie, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's got to be it.
You don't want to see this.
He's probably got some stuff to say about it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elways is pretty funny in this. Give some comedy chops in there.
There
I mean,
it
he's
Hello!
good timing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew you'd be back.
I think Carrie always is very underrated comedy wise. He,
Who's this? What we're talking about?
Carrie
The
always
Princess-
comedy chops.
The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Princess Bride, he's hilarious in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 100%.
He's good. He's got good horror chops as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Saw.
Yeah.
Saw actually was a good movie. I don't even like horror, but Saw was a good movie.
Yeah, the first two are good. The rest are, just rerunning the same thing. But
Yeah. The less said about that, the better.
That's kind of true. Yeah.
Since we're talking about it,
What do we got?
Yep, I was just about to ask about that. Perfect. Let me know when it's ready. I'll pull it.
I got it. We ready?
Yep.
Again, a little slapstick, but I appreciate the send up. And there's a lot of those gags sort of poking fun at Prince of Thieves.
yeah, I can't really massively comment on it because again, I've probably only seen this twice, and that was basically when it came out. Since then, I haven't really watched it, which probably says a lot about the film, really, that I haven't gone back and watched it. I liked it at the time. I would watch it again, but it's not really in them. But it's not top tier for me.
Yeah, I mean, everything like the fight scene between Little John and Robin Hood in this, the freaking stabs get smaller and smaller, and pretty soon they're like fighting with 2 toothpicks.
Yeah,
and again,
shot
shot at Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
I mean, boy, Mel just took aim at that movie and just destroyed it.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why I like this one so much, because Prince of Thieves is so fresh in my mind. When I saw it the first time, it was kind of like, oh yeah, it was like boomity boomity. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you catch everything. You catch everything. Same thing with me. I saw it. Prince of Thieves was fresh in my brain the first time I saw this, and you're just like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh boy, they're just like, he's just lining them up and knocking them down. Everything.
Yeah, I think that's probably why it was so popular at the time, because it is one of his most popular films. It's because it came out so close to the film it was parodying. So you could go, oh, I know that bit. I know that. Like I said, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember at the time watching it, like loving the constant jokes about something I just watched. So I do remember that. But other than that, I can't really comment on that.
I don't
So
think
is
we
it
can
like
play it.
because it hits well because it goes after kind of like what High Anxiety did, where it stuck to that type of
Yes.
stuff, but only this one was Robin Hood.
Yeah, it spoofs the film rather than the genre.
Yep.
Like, because there are other films like the Ivanhoe and stuff like that, but Robin Hood is pretty much the be all and end all of swashbuckler films, really, isn't it?
And I don't think I can
seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, so
because of copyright reasons, but when they do the rap, which was a complete just that's a stab at that was it Bryan Adams that did the theme song for this fucking film?
Yeah.
And they
16 weeks at number 1.
Yes, and they just completely skewer that with this.
Everything I do for you. Yes.
Yeah. And being a female, I will have it noted for everybody to roast the fact that I love that song.
You're a woman.
So does my wife.
That song was even on the laser disc. So
I don't mind it now, but at the time, because like there's only one other song that lasted 16 weeks, which was Whitney Houston's Bodyguard song.
Yeah,
it was the same year, I think, wasn't it, or year after?
And both starring Kevin Costner.
Both lasted 16 goddamn weeks at number 1 in Britain.
Kevin Costner got 32 weeks. His film soundtracks got 32 weeks at number 1. That fucking asshat.
Yeah.
But I love the rap song, just absolutely poking fun at the sort of absolutely anachronistic sort of pop rock tie-in to a Robin Hood movie. Makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Did you
and
manage
I'm
to
absolutely hate it in the Odyssey?
Oh, you're gonna love it.
No, I'm not. I already know.
Don't see it.
I am going to.
Don't do it.
Oh, I'm gonna tell. I've already said. I don't. I think it was my last. Well, I just dropped a video.
I just watched
but that. the one before I told, and I don't usually do that. I usually let everybody. I just say what I thought. I'm telling people literally, and when I review this movie, I am going to
tell review
people,
it.
I just watched this piece of shit for you. Do not go see this movie because this is just really stuck.
Yeah, take one for the team.
Deep in me. This one's just stuck deep in me. I am so irritated with what they're doing. I mean, I know exactly what this is. And I'm pissed off at Nolan because he didn't have to do this. He didn't have to placate to the weirdos, and he did. So, this is. I hope he enjoys his career jumping the shark because I think done.
I don't think either of those two characters. I think Geeks and Games were saying it earlier. They're not going to have much. Ryan was saying, I don't think they're going to have that much screen time. But even 2 minutes here or 5 minutes there, it's still going to take you out of the film.
Here's the problem. I think Penelope is going to have a significant amount of screen time.
And Cersei as well.
Yeah, I do too.
And I'm going to have a huge problem with that because this is not the Penelope story. This is the Odyssey. It's about Odysseus trying to get home, not about what Penelope was doing while he was trying to get home, unless she's making a fucking sandwich.
Literally all she was doing was refusing suitors in the book. I mean, there is a little bit more to it than that, but
Sabby and Gary have a bet on whether or not this film is going to bomb. What do you? We'll just get
not going to bomb. For a minute. It's not going to bomb. It's still going to make 900 million.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think it's gonna plateau at about. I think it's going to plateau at about 6 something. I think the first. I think the first weekend it'll be 200 million.
Yep.
And then I think it'll probably do about a 3x. However, if Spider-Man is, it's got 2 weeks. And then if Spider-Man's as good as I think it's going to be, that's going to be at the end of the box office because nobody's going to go back. They're all going to be rewatching Spider-Man over and over again.
I think
that movie will make $1 billion.
It's going to be better than anything else that's been out there for the last 2 years. So that
I'm saying 575. I said 575 to 6. I think 6 is the absolute max for this, and that's a fucking disaster. That's a disaster.
All my predictions this year, so I'm just going to say 800. I don't think. I think that Nolan's got a big enough following, and there's a lot of people who aren't like us. They aren't nerds, movie nerds, right? They're not part of this whole, and they're just normies, right? And they'll just go, I enjoy Nolan, and they'll just go to see it.
You know what? I usually agree with you. However, this one's broken containment because they were so blatant about it. Benny Johnson's talked about this. Asmund Gold's talked about it.
Yeah, Asmund, Sidney Watson, he's talking about it.
It is broken containment. It is out of pop culture. It is in the normie sphere. They are now aware of it. If you look at the last trailer,
I was going to say, what's the ratio?
Basically, it's a 10-to-1. The only thing that is worse that I can recall is Snow White.
Yep.
And you can attribute a lot of that to the fact that Asmongold is what it has talked about it. You know, the big guns have talked about it.
But
so, 20% of that is going to be us.
Yeah.
That's still only taking 20% out of that 500,041, I think it was the last.
And listen, I don't even think the Nolan bros are going to punish themselves multiple times.
Yeah, probably.
They're going to go see it once. They're all going to see it on the IMAX. That's the screens that have sold out because I looked on my regular screens. I haven't bought my ticket yet. And the reason I haven't bought my ticket yet is because my screen, the last time I looked at it, had one seat bought.
Talking about screens and seats being bought, Rowan. Somebody in this chat might have actually gone to see a film lately where the seats weren't exactly conducive to the people that were in the studio, in the film, in the cinema.
Yeah.
Spider.
No, that was beautiful.
Do you have that treat? Can you throw that? Can you get to it?
What is there to say? I mean, they're definitely skewing the numbers.
From the pictures you had in that, there was only one other guy in, unless you were Chinese.
There was actually, my back was against the wall. There was him and then three other people toward the end, which is right off where the picture is.
Yeah,
but that was it.
Because on the shot you showed,
there's about 20 seats taken. 15. Nah, it was close to 20, I think. And there was like 4 people in there. And we had discussed that off after the stream had ended Sunday. We had said, listen, this is part of their marketing now as they go buy seats to try and make it look like we were talking about Supergirl because that movie is just gone to shit.
I remember that
as it deserved
with Ms. Marvel. That Disney did that too. At the time, and they said,
they do it all the time.
This is sold out," and then a person's in there, and there's nobody in this theater.
It's part of the permanent. It's part of the permanent marketing campaign now. They spend X amount of money. Here we go. Look at that. There's like 20. There's like 20 taken seats in there.
Yeah.
And Spider said there were 4 other people.
5, 6, 7.
And what amazes me is I don't understand how they think that marketing is going to work because it's so easy to prove that it's false.
They think you're not paying attention.
It's like 30 exactly. The Rolls race. They think fuck you.
That's even sadder.
30.
Well, I linked that to Friday Night Tights.
And then there was this guy.
Chat, but it's the same. But I linked.
And you said there were 3 up at top.
No. To the right of where that guy is, there were 3 of them.
So he's 5 from the aisle. So where does that put up the other? Hang on, I've got it there.
So he would have been right here.
If you can there would have been so you're talking.
And then they were here.
Yeah, you're okay. So the 3 up in the corner were not a threesome, having some sort of weird.
No, there was nobody
in the corner, which is what I was saying.
We were pondering before.
Yeah, is what we were pondering. It's either bullshit or there's something weird going on up there.
Yeah.
Either way, it would have been more fun than the movie.
And those
that was true.
Yeah.
But and the funny thing is Spider actually pulled up 2 showings, and they were almost identical placements.
Yeah, I don't have that one. But they were virtually.
So they were buying the same seat. They're not even trying. See, that's the problem. They're not even trying.
It's probably a bot that's buying. It's probably a program.
Yeah, it's a program.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and
they're saying, "Well, we're just do."
I think they realised because of the Marvels thing, where they got caught buying out whole flipping cinemas, to roll it back a bit and just only do a quarter.
Yeah,
because if you do that with every cinema, it adds up.
Instead of buying out entire cinemas in cities and then doing nothing in other parts of the country, spread that out. Just sort of buy 24 seats in every market, in every theater it's in, and then it won't look suspicious. I firmly believe that's what they're doing. Because again,
it's crop rotation, but by cinema.
Oh, wow, cinema crop rotation, bot rotation. That's what we'll call it.
Bot rotation.
Fallow, guys. You got to have fallow seats if you're going to have a hit.
Oh my goodness!
I do have my uses. Not many, but I do have some.
That was brilliant, Pigeon. I like that.
I mean, crazy. It's just, we go back. The normies will not pay attention to this. We pay attention because we know.
They are paying attention. My wife.
Well, they're paying attention to certain things, but this is something that they wouldn't catch. I mean,
this stuff, no.
If we hadn't been talking
caught
about
it because
it's something that's on all our radar.
Yeah, we just fell into marketing.
I would have caught the film on streaming at some point, like either Sailing the High Sea. I certainly wouldn't have cared to go see it. It's not one of those films I would have cared to go see 10 years ago. I would have done, like during the height of the MCU and the DCU. Yeah, I'd have gone to see this just out of, the fatigue wasn't there. But now I couldn't give a shit about this film. I just still don't want to see it. I don't even want to watch it when it comes out. Because me and Rohlin were saying, we were saying again on backstage that Supergirl is probably going to come out at some point. I said next month. It's probably going to go on to streaming.
And the end of this month. The end of this month, actually.
It'll be the end of July.
End of July.
They've already announced
27th, I think that's it.
Yep.
So look at the logic on this. These are the two front rows that nobody wants to sit in.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the carpet.
Why would you want something right here?
At the front row on the far side. So you're looking like this.
Yeah, I mean, you do get semi-blind people.
Yes. Sal, go back to that seat map. Sal, go back to that seat map.
Well,
what person? I mean, if you're single and you're looking at this theater, this is what's available. What maniac is going to sit second row, right? Like not in the middle, but like 3 in from the end. So you're not on the aisle. The seat placement makes no sense.
That's why
does not make sense.
That's why Donna's right. This is a program. This is a program selected to pick random seats and buy them for the theater. That's the only thing that makes sense because you're right. Those people that are on the edges there, those would be the last seats to go. That's if you're desperate to see whatever movie.
The program is set to make it look spread out.
Yep.
Yeah, and
you're randomly generating a certain amount of seats, and you're trying to make it look random, but you're not. The program doesn't realize that you're making it look randomly stupid by picking seats like that.
Yeah,
except for the three people up in the left.
Yeah, the selection makes no human sense whatsoever.
Those three make it look like they came here for something other than watching a movie.
Let's take this
better than the movie.
Those are the Pee Wee Herman seats.
If the studio is the one buying the seats, not only are they losing on the front end as far as lack of people filling those other seats, you're buying something that you paid for. This is like drinking, like buying beer for a bar that you own and then drinking that beer. Like, okay, man, like it's doubly bad. Not only do you not get the profit from it, but you consume the thing that you made, like that you bought. It's double. So the losses, whatever they are, will be far worse than what.
But you won't know. But there's the problem, exactly. Graham. We won't know it because it's hiding there. That's why they're doing this. If they got caught,
we'll never get the numbers.
Made to be held accountable for that,
100%.
then the box office drops by that, and then you really see, and it'd probably get them to stop doing it if they get caught by this, because then their box office adjusts accordingly, and it gets a lot worse. But right now they're not going to do it because they want the box office to look good for shitty movies.
It's just another part of their creative accounting, right? Their creative accounting system where they take one of their own movies and then they lease it to themselves to be on their streaming platform, and it's like, okay, you're just taking money from one part of the company and moving it over to another part, and then saying, hey, look how popular this is. Look how much.
It made an extra 150 million because we paid for it on our own streaming. Yeah. See, and that's just retarded.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with these joint marketing things. Valiant Renegade explained this. I also understood this. I'm really good with numbers too, and I know when bullshit comes up. These joint market things, these are not product placement. It's a huge different. Product placement is when someone pays you and you put your product into the movie. You get money for that. If the thing the example everyone uses is the Wayne. If you remember Wayne's World, remember when they're all full of themselves, their whole Pepsi and everything like that's product marketing or product placement, and they pay you for that. Pepsi would pay them for them to be drinking a Pepsi on their show. This 100 million that they got, this 100 million that everyone was talking about for Supergirl was complete and utter bullshit. All it was making a calculation of Warner Brothers allowing Ulta and KFC and everyone else to use Supergirl and other things in their own commercials that they've already paid for. Warner Brothers gets $0 for that.
Yes.
Not one freaking penny.
Yeah.
All they did is said you can use our characters in your commercials, and that's it.
Yeah, this is a far cry from the 1999 Phantom Menace, where PepsiCo bought the rights to do all these things across all their little restaurants, and you had the hype and you had the cans and everything, and everybody was buying this stuff.
Yeah. And you had to buy Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, and Mountain Dew, and Pepsi. What was the other one? There was 4 of them. Because I collected the whole set. I had to buy 4. Like I'm like, I don't drink fucking Diet Pepsi. No,
I had the 940 showing from that night.
Oh,
see.
Oh,
almost
weird.
The same exact seat.
Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Yep.
What do you see there? It says 940, right? We're being recorded. So
those seats are identical in the front 2 rows. I mean, I hate to be all
these are identical back here.
My cousin Vinny, identical.
Yep.
It's just a random. It's a generator. That's all it is. I bet you money.
Statistical probability of this happening, you are more likely to win the lottery not playing it. It's just finding a winning ticket. That's more likely than this happening.
Yeah, there is no possibility that you would have 2 movie theaters of the same size with the same amount of people basically in them, and they all bought randomly the same seats when you're talking about this many seats. And you know what? And there's your 3. There's your 3 on
3 in the back.
Well, no, the 3 in the row above the handicap. Those were the ones that Spider said were there.
Oh yeah.
Those were the ones that were actually bought.
Yeah, right. That's the 4th.
Yeah, there's 4.
Yeah, except you said there were only 3, right?
There were only 3.
One of them was a bot. One of them was a bot. The other 3 were bought. And like I said, this is all.
Were they given free tickets?
BOT and BOU.
When they buy these tickets, do they try and send them to people to get them to go? Because they're like, hey, if it's free.
Yeah, I don't All I can confess is I had a free ticket, so I went for free, and I still paid too much.
Do you guys think with a bomb this, because with a bomb this big, it's not possible for this sort of the seat map that we're seeing. This cannot be possible showing after showing after showing with what we're seeing from the box office and people what they're talking about. Do you think it takes a bomb this hard for somebody to finally sort of put all the pieces together and say, wait a minute, that this doesn't, like, statistically people buying the same seats for every consecutive showing, that's very odd. And then they say, oh yeah, it's not bots, people just must have bought them. Nobody's going to buy that. Or is it that they're afraid of sort of ruffling the feathers of a big Hollywood studio? Well, why is nobody keying on this, you think?
Well, that's why,
I don't know if here's the whole thing. I don't know if the powers that be, first of all, it's not illegal. It's, in my opinion, it's immoral, because you're basically skewing numbers. You're doing creative accounting, and the act itself, but beyond that, I don't know if they're going to simply care. And it's not at this point, it's not even a secret. Everybody talks about marketing budgets, including buying tickets for people. Sure. So it's already out there. I mean, this is just really egregious. I mean, this is just taking it to the next level, in my opinion, where you've just got bots buying. It's one thing to know that, well, they bought X amount of tickets and they gave them out to people. It's a different thing to, like, freaking have a bot go into a theater and go, well, I'm going to buy this seat, this seat, this seat, this seat, this seat, that, and we're going to make it look like we had a random crowd there when absolutely nobody was there. So,
the acting of itself,
I don't know, Graham. I don't know if you'd have to get a lot of people to be really pissed off about this. And I don't know, you'd have to, like, have Drinker and Gary and a lot of people at the top there to really plow into this and go, this is complete and utter bullshit. Look at what they're fucking doing. And I just don't know.
I did send them the link.
They care enough.
It's a juice.
I think people just don't care, though.
Equation, I think you're right.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's not. It's not a crime.
Is this shareholder fraud?
Well, that's what I was going to say, Darth. I'm glad you brought that up. This in and of itself is not illegal, but if you are using the performance of these films to then pad your portfolio and show shareholders, hey, you have a fiduciary obligation to be absolutely honest and forthright, and if you do anything to obfuscate that can be seen.
That is
juice squeeze. Are they going to go after it? We saw what Disney did when they did the shareholder. I mean, they literally sent mailers to people saying, "Don't vote for this color card. Vote for this one." Like, they're not prosecuting any of that shit. So.
Yeah, I don't think they care.
Disney's shareholders, they've even given, they should have been fighting fiduciary a long time ago, because Disney hasn't been doing their duty in like a decade. No, I mean, ever since they started destroying Star Wars, that's when the shareholders is.
Who's to say the shareholders don't know what they're doing? The shareholders could be in on it.
Well,
I don't think a lot of them know. The big guys, yes, but the little guys who
the smaller ones, no.
Like no, not the individuals, or not the guy that might have bought like 20 shares or had 20 shares given to him or something like that.
I'm not talking about the smaller ones. I mean the big dogs in the company.
The big ones are in it. The big ones are in on it. Except for a few. There might be a couple out there, but they don't have enough votes to do something about it.
Yeah, that's true.
And it would take them being able to make all the little people aware, and we've already seen that the little people aren't aware, or they would have voted out the fucking board anytime they had a chance to.
Well, we saw from the calls, didn't we? The yearly calls that they had a couple of people like in on the phone, and they were
some of them
they were ripping into it.
They tried to bring them out, and they still got through. So I mean, that's encouraging. But I still think, like Roland said, I think the biggest dogs that really make the difference, they're in on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not that they're in on it or not in it; they just don't care. It's make money quickly, and it hasn't got to them yet.
I disagree because
they're not losing enough at this time for it to matter to them, right?
Yeah,
correct.
Right.
Once it's
and they're either shorting themselves somewhere else in the market, or there's something else going on, because there is no way you throw that much good money after bad quarter after quarter after quarter, unless rich people. They're not stupid. They didn't get there by throwing money away at dumb shit. They will only do that if they know their investment is protected in some way, shape, or form. So to see 3 quarters of
I used to think
no way that you can't.
I used to think that
no malfeasance. Huh?
I used to think that, and then Bezos spent $1 billion on the clock rings of Prime. So
he
lost my respect. He lost my respect. He spent $1 billion on that shit show, and then he signed off on the last 3 seasons of it. And what really hurt was the last 2, because I thought this was going to go the way of Wheel of Time. I thought it was 3 seasons. Sulky was out, as she should have fucking been. That stupid fucking
Jennifer Sulky.
Jennifer freaking Sulky.
She was gone, and I was like, okay, they're going to do season 3, and then they're going to fire Payne and McKay. And I swear, if I meet those 2 guys at any point, I'm going to jail, because I am going to literally take. I'm going to be toking. I'm going to channel toking as what he would do to those 2 assholes.
Mm-hmm.
So
punchable face. You know what? Like
he into the fucking cleaners.
Beat down for what they've done to his works. So hope and pray I never run in those 2 jerks. But yeah, I just thought I said I'm going to have to live through season 3, and then this is going to be done, right? No, like a couple of weeks later, after I'd said that, we've signed off on the last 2 seasons. I'm just somebody literally sent me a thing and said, "You're not going to survive this." Literally told me that I'm not going to survive. I will not survive the last 2 seasons. I mean, I hate it. I think I hate it more than Gary does. Literally, I know a little.
Gary loves Lord of the Rings and Tolkien so much, and oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I think I know a little bit more. I'm a little bit deeper than he is on this one. He makes some minor errors every once in a while that I catch. I don't bring it to his attention because he's trying. But I catch some stuff, and like I said, he considers it this series a 10 out of 10, and I'm not there. So there are definitely some
spiders got to cut out. Did you all want to keep going, or what would you like to do?
Actually, I gotta cut and run too, so I gotta go take care of my dog.
For you there, mate.
But
you gotta bounce.
Yeah, Pigeon. I gotta bounce.
I won't bounce if no one else wants to bounce.
I mean, I can stick around, but that's up to you guys.
Yeah, it was I'm good. Darth, what do you think?
Oh, I'm fine. If anybody else wants to stick around, I'm good.
We'll make Pigeon stay.
All right. Well, the people on the Sunday crew, I will see you guys Sunday. Graham, Darth, glad to spend some time with you guys. It was great.
Good to see you.
And I will catch everyone the next time.
All right.
We'll see if he hits the right button.
He Irish goodbyed himself.
Fuckity bye.
Spider, we'll see you
for the Sunday Saloon at 3 p.m. on this Sunday. And I will be joining Darth Jaeger's Star Trek stream 10 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday.
Nice.
All right, Sal. See you on Saturday, mate.
See you then. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Right, I did put in private chat
The suspense.
Oh, you hit the right button.
All right.
Can you get to the links, Donna, on
Right
the private
button.
chat?
Okay.
Donna, can you get to the links on the
Now
private
that
chat?
the administrators have left and I'm not on my administrator account, let's see how we're going to do this. Graham, you able to pull up any of the stuff in the private chat?
As far as links and shit, yeah.
All right.
There's one that says I've got a more entertaining superhero genre.
Since some
That's
British
just some memes. That's the Seinfeld memes that are going about.
Yeah, some British instigator keeps posting stuff. Where'd Darth go?
Private chat.
Things to talk about and stuff.
I don't think anybody can let Darth back in.
Oh, has Darth come back out?
Did he bail?
I don't think he bailed. I think he booted. Yeah,
I don't think he bailed. I don't know if he got kicked or.
He should be able to come back in.
What the next no reboot here? I see. What
Yeah,
let's do that one. You can put that one up. That's quite funny.
Or I've got a more entertaining superhero genre. That's the one you're looking for, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Hang on.
This is something that's happening on X at the moment. I don't know where.
Oh,
this
for
has started.
fuck's sake!
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
This is happening all over X. I don't know how it started, where it started, but you'll when you see it, you'll understand what is going on here.
All right, hang on.
And some of them are funny. Some of them aren't. But Bug, I think it's Mr. Bug did these ones. They're quite funny. We've all got to learn how to share the stream.
Well, part of it too is like, where our first page got taken down and stuff. I'm an administrator, but I'm on like a different stream at the moment. So.
Well, it says I'm sharing, but it's not popping up, is it? Hang on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see, that's kind of the problem.
Hang on, let me see if I can present it. No, because that's share screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and hopefully he'll be able to add himself back.
Let's do this. I'm gonna work on a workaround if that doesn't work. Pictures, piece of shit.
Just save the actual picture.
Hang on, let's do this.
So I guess Darth is backstage, and I can't add him to the.
Oh no! Let me think.
Who's the administrator on the account, Donna?
Beast and Spider.
Oh, fun.
I'm supposed to be, but apparently it's not under this account the way it's set up. So, yeah, I don't know how Spider set it up that I'm I guess under a different email or something.
Okay.
And you're cool and frozen.
I'm frozen?
Yeah.
All right. Well, here, hang on. Probably because I'm working on a thing. Here, give me a moment.
Yeah.
See if I'm unfrozen now. There
you are.
Yeah, you're right.
I was going to catch it because that was a cool one.
All right. Let's see if this works.
So I know you go to present, don't you, and then share whatever you have to have a second screen for that one, which I've got. But
see, it's not. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, see the stream may end up ending itself just by fact that we can't do anything.
Don't do it then. We can always sort that out for another time. But you need to obviously sort out your admin situation.
Well, no, it's sorted. The problem is it's usually Beast and Spider because I'm usually never home. 90% of the time I'm on my phone or doing whatever.
Well,
that's why.
Per our conversation yesterday and today, Donna, if you need me to, I'm always home when I'm doing this. So for what it's worth.
Well, that's why we were going to make some changes.
Okay. So that, okay. We'll be good. I know we're announcing that shit on Monday, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like when it comes to sharing stuff, that's just a case of having to do it a few times. Then when we all know what we're doing, we'll share the screen.
Yeah, I mean, there's a slot here where I can put something up there, but it's never officially let me share it. Normally, Spider had to go in and do it. And like I said, he put me as an administrator a couple times. The first couple times, anytime I left, it took the stream with it. And then this one, I don't know what email or whatever he's put it under, because right now I'm not showing as an administrator.
All right. Let me see if this will work.
So.
Is that sharing? No, it's not sharing either. StreamYard is sharing a window and it doesn't show it. Unless I do that.
Yeah. All right.
I think it's got what I'm sharing backstage. So you need someone to admin show the base. Right.
You need an admin to actually pull it up.
All right. Okay. At least we know.
Because now. I don't think it'll let me do it either. So.
Okay. Well, we know where we landed on the tier list, I guess.
Yeah, which was fair. I mean, I had one that I was slightly, a bit not strange about, but that's only just because of my memory thing. If I went back and watched History of the World, I probably would agree with you, realistically, because I just remember a couple of the sketches. As a film, does it work? Not really, no, because it's a sketch show, really. It's an extended sketch show. So
yeah,
and sketch shows never are fully great. Anybody looking forward to anything coming out apart from the Odyssey? Because I can't think of anything really.
The only other thing really coming out is what? Spider-Man, and what else?
Oh, come on. There's the big obvious one that I mean, for me and my son.
June 3.
Huh?
June?
Well, for me, yes. Him, no. I mean, I like Denis Villeneuve's Dune stuff. I like his take on Dune. It's fine. It's not the book. It's close. It's not.
The books are very hard to read as well.
The books are they're woody. They're a slog, man. And I hate saying that because Frank Herbert, he's from here. He's from Washington.
I read Asimov and stuff, so I know how hard.
If you lived in Washington, I've heard people. So I had a buddy, roommate that was from Peru, but he'd married an English lass and lived in London for 6 years.
Yeah,
and he said Washington was very similar to London as far as like depressing, dreary, like it kind of felt like.
Can confirm.
Oh, okay, well, cool. We have a lot of serial killers here. That's probably why. Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper. We had the original one, so
Grant's proud of his serial killers, man. He mentions them a lot.
Okay, cool. Anyway, but no, Godzilla -0. I'm really looking forward.
God, yeah.
Yeah, that's what, November?
Yeah, 17 November, I believe, is when it comes out.
So, we're going to have to do some sort of stream for that, too.
Yeah, obviously I've got it on the wall, so...
I think we did Gojira versus -1. I think we do -1 versus -0 when it comes out and see. That would be a good match. Well, if it's good, it's going to be good. Yamazaki.
It will be good.
It's going to be brilliant.
It's had a lot.
It's going to be which one do we prefer? I think.
Yeah.
Which was made better?
That and Dune 3 are the really Spider-Man. I mean, am I the only one that's like kind of worried about Spider-Man? Everybody's sucking its dick, but I'm just worried.
No,
I haven't watched Spider-Man in so long that I don't care.
It's Pigeon. You worried about it or no?
Yeah, I've been worried about it since No Way Home. Really, I mean,
I am too, man.
He's a good Spider-Man, but the scripts aren't good.
The book is based on his shit. The fact they drug Mark Ruffalo into it makes me, and now fucking Nutless Punisher is in it, and like I don't know.
We don't know who the big bad is yet either, and that could be really pivotal. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the Hand, but
Zendaya. She's just like she's the female.
MJ, I don't mind her as an actress. I don't understand a lot of the hate she gets.
She's not terrible. She's not awesome. She's not terrible.
Okay in June.
She's just everywhere, though. She's just like a female Pedro Pascal. She's everywhere.
Yeah. It's getting a bit to. She's just in so many things. It's getting boring now. She's not a Rachel Zegler. She's not that sort of hateful character. She's not
Yeah.
really Alcock either. You know,
she's not insufferable.
She's competent.
Yeah, it's like remember back in the 90s when Mira Sorvino was in everything for like a hot minute?
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah.
And then, and you find out who her dad is, and you're like, oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah,
Yeah, just the,
it's all
flavor of the
nepotism,
day.
Yeah, it's to me, it's almost like that. It's just it's a little bit longer duration. I'm trying to think of other actors or actresses that, like in a period of time where you're like, God, why was this person in a bunch of shit?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
That's sure. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Lately,
She was in a
Hathaway as
lot of
well,
movies.
good point.
She was in so many movies back to back.
Cameron Diaz.
A lot of stuff. Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz, I
fairly
think,
good.
she has that girlish charisma which carries her, which I feel like
I think what carries
her
her much, she's good at comedy as well. She's very good
Yeah,
at comedy.
yeah.
So
And
I did like her in The Holiday.
That's a good film.
Yeah.
It's
and like I liked Night and Day. People bag on that film.
I thought it was
pretty
all right.
good. I liked it.
It's just a fun film.
I mean, to me, it was like Mission Impossible 4.5. Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
You know, I know
It's on the
weird.
motorbike everybody likes. She turns around shooting. It's like, oh, she looks so right in that bit.
I love when he's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
June, okay, I need you to drive," and he's like shooting people. He's like, "June, you need to calm down," and she's like, "Ah."
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
there are probably more female actresses that burn out for obvious reasons quicker than male ones. But it's a sad thing to say. But once you get to a certain age as a woman in Hollywood, you're toast, and it shouldn't be like that. But
Are you referring to the proverbial wall that women hit?
yeah.
It ain't just actresses there, homeboy.
Oh no, I know it's not, but it's predominantly women that hit the wall quicker in Hollywood terms.
100,000,000%. I mean, when you have the longevity of like, I thought this about Scarlett Johansson at the beginning of her career. I'm like, God, why the fuck are they putting her in everything? And I'm like, yeah, she's attractive, but she's not like a great actress. And then, Lost in Translation was the one I was like, okay, she's got some chops. And then she did was it The Island? Was that her?
The one with
Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor.
Kind of like Logan's Run 2.0.
Yeah, it was a strange film.
I don't think I saw that one.
It was okay. Well, it flopped really badly, but it was okay.
It did, yeah. But I'm saying from an acting standpoint, I was like, oh, this is something different for her. She's not just.
Well, she did that one with the guy that's got elephantitis as well. With he's like really elongated face and stuff. It was like a really like avant-garde film, and she showed her acting abilities.
Are you talking about Ron Perlman?
No, but it said a normal everyday guy who basically has really severe elephantitis, like he's like really deformed, but he's an actor, and she was in that, and apparently she's very good in that, but I've not seen it. But I get what you mean. Yeah, she showed that she can act, but then she didn't.
But for a long time, I thought she was kind of flavor of the week, and then she kind of showed that she could act, and I thought, I was like, oh shit, okay. I've not had that moment with Zendaya where I'm like, oh man, she really gave me a top flight performance.
No, I can't think of anything. Like, a lot of people will say in Euphoria she's good, but I've never seen that, so I can't really.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
I have no interest in seeing it. And people are like, oh man, Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney, they're high on drugs and like all weird. I'm like, porn's free on the internet, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't
We
care.
also lived that. We also all probably lived that like 30 years ago, 20 years ago.
Hey,
Like, I
Graham.
haven't been high around naked.
Graham.
Yeah, a lot, man. I played in a rock band. Like, I get it. Yeah.
Bram.
Huh?
Freddie was scoping your pussy cat.
Oh, Nala? Yeah, she's. Say hi, Kitty.
You're a little kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
Is that a Maine Coon?
She's part Maine Coon. She's
Yeah,
quarter Maine Coon. Okay, you gotta get your tail out of the way there. She's a quarter Maine Coon.
I've always wanted one of them because they're bloody massive.
It's funny.
Yeah, they are.
Most people don't pick up on it. They think she's just, a regular
Just a big
old.
cat.
Yeah, but no, it's funny you picked
You
up
can
on
tell
that.
generally by the tail.
Probably the size because she's like.
It's the tail for me. I can always tell like at least some like that. Right, that link that I was going to show, obviously you saw it, but for chat,
yeah,
they're talking about doing a reboot of Free Willy.
No.
Do you think that was going to go anywhere? Because I mean, the person who's reporting it's the Hollywood Handle, and they're known for being a little bit economical with the truth. So I don't necessarily think that that's a true report.
I mean, they're trying to pull up so many different movies. They're trying to do another Hocus Pocus. They're trying to do another Practical Magic, another Free Willy. I mean,
they're gonna get Bette Midler out of her coffin after that anti-UFC 250 fucking. Yeah, God, man, that was painful. That was painful.
We're going to get a basketball playing dog that's got wheels on his legs now, or
probably, yeah.
It's getting to that point where they're overworking reboots and sequels. I mean, I can understand Free Willy to a point, like it would have a lot of member berries for the older parents. Oh, remember this film and show it to the kids. But how can you, unless you like just basically do it like for like, how can you redo that? Especially knowing what happened to the actual whale.
At the rate that Hollywood keeps going, they're just freely admitting that they have zero imagination over anything. Everything is a reboot.
Everything's a reboot, a rehash, what installed IP can we do? Yeah, then this is what really irritates me, because there are IPs out there, installed IPs that have not been adapted for film or television, like the David Eddings books, the Bulgarian, the Malorian. That would make a dang it, cat. Books. Hang on,
that's a series I don't want to see go on to TV. It's like I love Pratchett, the Discworld, and they did do that. They did this program called The Watch, and they absolutely destroyed everything about the books. They made Lord Veterinaria a woman. They made CMT Dibbler a woman. They made
your cat's posing for Freddy.
Dwarf a woman. It ruined it. And like going back to the Gary thing with Lord of the Rings, I can understand why he's so against Rings of Power, because that means as much to him as Discworld means to me, and David Eddings as well.
100% I agree with that. And yeah, if they touch the Bulgarian at this point, I'd be like, for the love of God, do not touch.
If you're going to do it, do the Diamond Throne, do Sparhawk.
There you
because that probably would work better as a film.
Yeah, do the Elenium. I don't give a fuck about the Elenium. You want to do that series? Do it. It's fine. You do Sparhawk.
You just went up in my estimation.
Yeah,
just even
exactly. Sparhawk, you guys. 100%. I agree. Thank you. I've made this reference once or twice, and everybody looks at me like I got a third eyeball. Thank you so much for being a fantasy fan. I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, Garion's one of the best characters out there. Like, is it Silk? Oh, I love it. Silk is just a brilliant character.
Silk. I mean, Silk, Dernick, Mandaralin, dude. The play. Oh, dude.
Who's the one that can go through walls? I can never remember his name. The guy who's not made of mud, but he can transfer. Oh,
you're talking about the Olgo guy from the?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I just been a long time.
Yeah, fuck, I can't remember. That's from the. That's
Belgariad. Yeah, Malorian. I think it's
that was the Malorian, that guy, because Dernick and
But he's like one of the. He's one of the main characters, but he's one of the side.
One of the scenes when they get to when they're sailing to Cherik, and they're headed for the Cherik Boar.
Yeah.
And like the maelstrom that they have to like sail around so they don't get like a whirlpool and shit. I'm like, dude, this is just like made for that. Or like when they're like when he's what was Hetar, his cousin from the horse people down in, I can't remember the name of the province that they're in. Like all that stuff when they're having to get over the great escarpment from when Torak broke the world, and they're having to lift the ships over the escarpment.
Oh yeah.
Like I can see that in my head, like how you would shoot that movie. It would have to be like 6 movies, but
I think that's Enchantment's Endgame.
Yeah, but like that's a property that I think could be just, if you had the right person that had the vision, like a Peter Jackson with the Philippa Boyens and Fran Walsh. Not them now.
No, back when they were
the vision they had in 98, 99 when they're ramping up to Lord of the Rings. If you had a group like that to approach something like like a Terry Brooks or a David Eddings or something like that, I think you could make something really special. The other one I think that is okay. Yes, there you go. Yeah,
Donaldson or
Donaldson's another. That's
the Dragonlance Chronicles or anything like that, really.
Any of that stuff, man. I think as long as you have the vision and somebody who loves it and understands it, and you can't have this. Hey, Lupita, what do you think about Homer's Odyssey? Was it her that said she never read it before?
Yeah, I never read it. I read the script and then I went back and read the poems.
Fuck you! You say you graduated
poems
from
of the Iliad.
You never read Homer's Odyssey. Fuck you! I don't believe you. No, you slept through class is what you fucking did, and you got by for DEI reasons. Whatever.
Well, to be fair, I don't think she went to college or anything in America, so it's possible she didn't come across it until now. But still,
she went to Yale.
If you're a working actress and they say we want you to do, anything to do with the Odyssey, you would at least pick the fucking book up,
right? Anyway. I think the other one is Mass Effect. I think that's a because
I think they are talking about that. They have
done. You just need to play the game. All of the design, all of the alien design, all of the music, all of the world is built. You just need to tell the story.
Do the second one because then you've already got. I mean, basically the Titans. You've already got the idea of that, and then obviously at the end of 2 is the giant head, isn't it, in space? So. It could lead you into a massive cliffhanger for them 3 and stuff. Because I've only played 1 and 2. 3 I sort of got into, and then what's the last one? The one that was really bad.
Andromeda.
Now, a lot of people say I've only played maybe an hour of it. A lot of people didn't like it because there was a lot of clipping and stuff like that.
So it seems like it was unfinished. Also, the story's hot diarrhea. You don't need to play it. It's terrible.
But because what they'll do is they'll look at that and they'll go, no, let's not do that. Let's do Starfield. Because that's what will come up in Para Analytics.
Yep. And what's the wrong move? That's the wrong move. So that's the move we're going to make. Hey,
or they'll really try and do another Star Wars.
You know what? It's like if they said they're going to adapt the Elder Scrolls, and you're like, oh man, are they going to do? What are they going to do? Are they going to do Oblivion? Are they going to do Morrowind? Oh no, dude, they're going to do Skyrim. And they go Daggerfall, and they go, hey, we're going to do the arena. And you're like, okay, cool. They're going back to their roots, and they're like, but it's going to be diverse, and we're going to have a black. And you're like, oh my God, like that's exactly what I would.
They'd end up doing Veilguard. It would turn into Veilguard. It would start off as that.
It would take the arena, the original PC game, and they would turn it into the fucking Veilguard. You'd have some non-binary orc come out, and you'd have some trans Khajiit fighting some non-binary Argonian. That would be like you would just.
If they're going to do that with The Witcher, I mean, look what they did to that. And I've only just started reading the books on that, and what it became, to what it could have been. In the in between, like where it could have been good. Season 1, it was okay, it was watchable. That's what would happen. Is they would do that. They'd start off with a good idea, maybe in one season, and it would just get done by committee and turn into what you just said.
I feel like The Witcher 1 was sort of like The Force Awakens. When it came out, everybody was like,
good analogy.
I want to see where this goes.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's kind of reductive, whatever, but let's see where it goes. And then, boy, howdy,
Yeah, because I've literally just started reading the books, and I was laughing and just amazed at how many times in the first 3 paragraphs he rips off Snow White. He basically rips off all the parables and the fables, and it's like, oh, I can see why people like this book now, because he did it in such a way where he made it horror. He made it what they originally were, basically. Yeah. And I love that, and I can't see any of that in the series. Now that I've read some of it, there's none of that in I'd played the games. And to that point, it was kind of close to it. It was enough for me to make me, like you just said, want to watch at least season 2, see where it goes. Sure. And then it just went nowhere, basically. It again, Witcher's not the main person. It's like, what do you mean The Witcher's not the...
You don't want to spend much time with Cersei?
you can have them in the show, and you can have them as a main character, as a secondary character, but not as the main character. To the point where I think Gary said The Witcher only had 37 minutes in the last season.
In the whole season
that he was in the whole season, 37 minutes. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, you can't rebrand it to Cersei or the girls or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, no, gosh, there's so much of that nowadays, man. Every time I hear like God of War, this God of War show that's coming up, I'm like, after seeing, I was semi like, okay, we'll see where this goes, and then I saw the trailer for Laufey, the new game. I'm like, because Santa Monica is involved in the production of this show. Yeah. I'm like, no, it's gonna be my money is on it being fucking terrible. I hope it's great because I love that property. I
don't think it'll be terrible, but I just think it'll be Scorpion King levels of okay, but the CGI will be bad, and it'll be that sort of level. It'll be Dungeons and Dragons. It'll be watchable. But
I would rather have that woke disaster, but I don't think. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably get both.
I don't think it'll be anything like the games. And if it does, it'll be about the later games, not the earlier games with basically tits and arse everywhere.
It'll center on Laufey. It'll center on Freya. It'll center on it'll. I guarantee you, they're gonna probably center on those characters. And then when they get to Jotunheim, I guarantee you, every giant's gonna be black except Laufey because reasons that makes no fucking sense. Who fucking cares? Like, the
bad guy will be white.
Lore straight. Like, you do the first game, Laufey at the end, you find out, oh, she's a Jotun, she's a giant, and then every giant you run into in the next game has dreadlocks, is black, like fucking Louis Gossett Jr. black, like
yeah,
you know, your name Toby Kunta Kinte, like black, which I don't have a problem with I have a problem making the Jotuns black. I don't have a problem with a character being black. Again, but the Jotuns, the ice giants, that doesn't strike me as an environment where you're going to...
Yeah, there's a time and a place for certain characters. Yeah, it's like I don't generally mind a race swap or a gender swap if I don't know the source material. It's not really going to affect me that much. But when I do, like Snape, that becomes an issue because it's so indented into people's memories. Like, how many people grew up loving that series of books, and for them to do that, they're just slapping you around the face with DEI at that point.
I actively have what used to be a heavy dislike for Harry Potter, it's now a mild dislike.
Yeah,
because it's so derivative. And my wife was telling me, "Oh no, it's not derivative. It's all original." And blah blah. And she's talking about a Horcrux and how Voldemort broke his soul into pieces and put him into a physical object. I'm like, right, so it's the ring. And she goes, well, no. And I'm like, no, it's the ring.
Yeah.
It's the one ring. That's fine. Continue. And she's like, oh, no, there's this guy in Remus Lupin and blah, blah, blah. And then you find out later and I'm like, right, so he's a werewolf. And she goes,
oh, you mean the person called Lupus?
His name is literally Lupus fucking Lupin. These are like the wolves that raise, this is paint by number shit. Like, so
it's not the best written thing in the world. It's just consistent.
So Meggo was wanting a Harry Potter stream, so we may have to pitch you two against each other in a Harry Potter stream.
No, not against them, because I'm not really a massive fan of it either.
Bring Amy on. She loves that shit, and she knows that shit. Bring Amy on. If you guys want to suck Harry Potter's dick, you get Amy.
Oh, I don't.
No, I'll go.
I don't.
Saying she's massive.
Why do you think it's not been scheduled?
But. Well, anyway, I think that even with me saying that, I can see the illogic of casting a black Snape. It makes zero fucking sense with the character, from what I know.
Especially when they can cast him as one of the black people from the book who weren't in the film. I can't name because I've not read them.
What's the guy Amy mentioned? Kingsley Shacklebolt is, I guess, one of the black characters, and
he's got quite a big role in the books.
So to be fair, it makes a great meme.
Yeah, this is the complete opposite of, for me. If you're taking an adaptation of a book, and a race swap, and you want to do it again, the problem A is you want to do a race swap. You should not want to ever do a race swap. It should just be because you brought people in and you're like, man, that guy's a really good actor.
He was just right for the role.
No, he's great. Let's do it. Morgan Freeman playing Red in The Shawshank Redemption is a perfect example of a race swap that does zero to affect the story as far as the backstory of the character and actually adds to the story, and his performance makes it better.
Yeah, and I didn't know until probably a year ago that was a race swap anyway, because it had no relevance to me.
It had no meaning. It didn't affect it.
When Red says, he goes, why do they call you Red? And he goes, I think it's because I'm Irish. It's a joke in the movie. In the book, it's because he's red haired and fucking Irish. Fucking Irish. Yeah. And does that work? Fuck yeah, it works. It's one of the greatest films ever created. So race swaps can be done, but you cannot.
Yeah, and they can work both ways as well. You can have a white person 100%. Playing like a historic, maybe not a historically black character, but a black character in a book. You certainly have a white person playing it.
Sure.
Certainly if you don't know the character, but again,
okay. Let's say in third,
you would probably get more. You would get more shit for doing that. It's like it's a double standard. Like Wakanda thing. You know, if you have a white person playing Black Panther. Then you'll get more shit than if Snape is playing a white guy. You know, it's
right. Which really gets to the meat and the potatoes of the bullshit, because they would say, well, no, this is set in Africa and they're descended from Africans. And I would say, right, like, so Cleopatra with Egypt and descended from Macedonians and Egyptians. So why?
My grandmother told me.
And they would say, well, or, whatever, or Helen of Troy. Why is she black? Well, it really doesn't matter. And it's like, right, but okay.
Artistic license.
Your argument is going to be Wakanda is African and they're descended of black people, so it needs to be black. I would say, I'm fine with that. You need to knock this other shit off, or be fine with casting Ryan Gosling as Black Panther.
Yeah. But then when you bring that up, you're a racist. Which has no meaning anymore, really.
I was gonna say I have been called Nazi, fascist, whatever. It doesn't.
I love it when I get called that, because I can.
The racist part I don't mind. The hateful bigot, I don't give a shit. The part that pisses me off is the fascist or Nazi, because I have people in my family that died, as I'm sure you do, that died fighting this threat to the world, this evil regime that was an actual threat to the world, and to just throw that term around willy-nilly like it's nothing really irritates me, because there are so many people that actually sacrificed so much, their lives, to stop that from happening. And then to be like, oh, you don't like Ghostbusters 2016? Fucking Nazi fascist.
Yeah, you Nazi
fascist pig. No, it's a shit movie from a shit director with shit actresses, and I'm allowed to say that. So,
well, you say to him, why am I a Nazi fascist? So you believe in genocide? What? Where did that come from? Like, you obviously use
maybe Israel, of ants. Yes, I've killed a lot of ants because I don't like them. Yes, I'll cop to the ant genocide. Beyond ants. I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. I just don't. I mean, I don't kill spiders. I just don't.
No, I don't.
Sorry. I haven't killed anybody. Sorry.
If the spiders are inside, they're dead meat. If they're outside, then no, I'll let them go.
That's what Amy says. And I'm like, I want them inside because there's flies and shit. And she's like, the cats will eat them. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
If I lived in Australia, different matter, because they're like this big. But,
God,
nothing is poisonous here.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's like Texas. Everything is that big,
The turtles apparently are that big and bite your hands off if you get near them. They got fucking turtle. Like my turtle. Well, I have tortoise. I mean, she's like this big and she likes to get petted. Apparently in Texas, they snap your arm off.
Yeah, snapper turtles are really dangerous.
No, I know.
Why they call snapper turtles?
What the fuck?
Texas is like the Australia of America. We've got all kinds of shit that's perfectly willing to kill you.
Black widows and funnel webs.
There's gators in Texas, isn't there?
Down along the coast.
Or is it crocodiles down there?
I think they're crocs.
You probably get saltwater crocodiles. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's saltwater crocs in like Cancun and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, aren't there?
You know, sharks were bad
it all
enough.
runs down into Florida, doesn't it? So yeah, possibly. Was it the girl who got her arms ripped off? That was Florida, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was Florida
recently.
And that, weirdly enough, that's actually in a spot where a lot of people swim, and the gators don't bother anybody. What they think happened, what they think happened was there was like a grassy area, and when her arm hit it, I guess the alligator reacted and took one arm off, and then when she flipped around, it grabbed her by her other arm and ripped her other arm off.
Oh yeah, once they've got you, it's over. The death twist and all that.
So
wouldn't want to be anywhere near one of those.
Death by real life Monty Python in Holy Grail. She's what she got.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, but that's in a place where a lot of people swim with the gators on a regular basis, and they don't mess with anybody. So they think it was wrong place, wrong time. She just happened to like hit the grasses and smack it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the piranha thing, isn't it? It's like they're not actually as dangerous as Hollywood makes them out to be. If you go swimming in a river full of piranhas, they probably won't touch you because they eat all the time. They're never that hungry that they would do that. Doesn't mean I would get into a river that's full of piranhas.
I don't think I would test that theory. I don't.
That's like saying, there's a great white outside. Oh well, I'm not gonna go and sit in the water where there's a great white being.
They rarely attack, man. You'll be probably fine. Yeah,
there's a 1 in a million chance.
Yeah.
With my luck, there's a reason that my song was "Bad Moon Rising" because with my luck, I would be the one.
Good.
Yeah.
100%. I would be on shore watching the great white, and it would grow legs, walk up, and like drag me in the water.
So I think we said it before that we all grew up being scared of going into a swimming pool because they might come through the grate, because the Jaws was such a big film at the time that it did put the fear of God in here.
I mean, you remember the Candygram? And they're like on SNL, and they're like, wait, and they open the door, and the shark comes through and grabs them.
I do.
Like,
I've seen
on land, Who is it? Oh, Candygram.
Yeah, land sharks. You got to watch out for those things.
Yeah, the land sharks. Yeah. That was great.
That's why Sharknado became so popular. It's like, sharks on the land. It's crazy.
Well, I think a couple of things. Dude, the Sharknado phenomenon was crazy because it was sort of
crazy. Yeah. How many of those were they?
The Asylum had made so many of those schlocky, just Hollywood ripoffs, and then they just struck gold with that. And I think having Ian Ziering and Tara Reid, a couple of washed up stars but everybody knows who they are. They're like, oh fuck, they're still around.
Yeah.
And then just a ridiculous premise, and it just caught fire at the right time. This sort of perfect, sort of kitschy mix of ridiculousness, and it just caught on. Like it
was the first film since Piranha probably that had done that sort of thing. Like because Jaws. Was its own thing apart from the spin-off films. It was its own thing. It was based on the fear of the not seeing the shark, whereas Piranha was just full on flying out and biting you, and then the remakes obviously is just bikinis and getting bitten, and nothing had done that since then. No, I can't think. Like there were schlock films, but that was the first one that, like you said, it really got into the zeitgeist because people of like millennials basically hadn't really seen anything like that. There are films that we've seen that we could mention to youngsters now, and they would just be like, "What are you talking? Dracula? What's that?" It's like it's hard to. Or was it Cannibal X and Cannibal Xerox and stuff like that? The films that we grew up wanting to watch because they were banned. It's not because they were bad necessarily. It's like Evil Dead.
Cannibal Holocaust is what it was here.
Oh, Holocaust. Yeah. What's the one with the tree? It gets tied to a tree. I think that's Cannibal Xerox, isn't it?
Cannibal Xerox, yeah.
But that's because of that one scene.
I Spit on Your Grave was another one.
Spit on Your Grave, yeah. But there were loads of them on
Oh man, they're so extreme and hard. Faces of Death, that was the big one when I was like in junior high and high school.
For me, it was the burning.
A VHS tape of Faces of Death, where it's like, oh man, this is just full of. It's like snuff films of like.
Yeah, and then you'd watch it and it was shit.
And you're like, dude, it's all grainy footage of like, there's a guy in like a big loader or whatever, and a boulder comes down and it crushes it. And he's dead, but you're like, I was expecting like close up decapitations of people, and like also, and it's shit that now you would just find on the internet. Just like
or in film like Bone Tomahawk. I mean, I've only watched.
I remember
that
Bone Tomahawk. You want to talk about a good western, man? That's a great western. But
I've only seen the clip, but I've heard it is a really good film.
I tried to watch that and I got bored with it, so it must be a man movie.
Oh no, well,
not that scene. Have you seen the scene, Donna?
I just turned it off. I didn't even finish it.
Did you get to when they're in the cave?
I don't even really remember much about it because I didn't care.
You would remember.
You'd know, yeah.
Then I probably didn't make it to that scene.
I would say if you're a fan of really gory horror,
I'm not.
Watch that scene, but if you're not, don't. It will give you nightmares, but like even now I'm thinking about that, I'm like, oh
yeah. See, I don't really do horror.
Well, I don't know if we can say it. In the film, he gets hung upside down by two Indians, and then they down in between his all the way down in half whilst he's alive. So, and it's a really, really graphic scene. It's one of the worst I've ever seen. But even though it's a film, it's not really happening and stuff. And I've seen some really bad horrors. That one did stick with me as like a really bad scene because of the horror of it, not because of really what they're doing, but the horror.
No, I'm glad I didn't finish watching the movie because I really.
It's really I mean, it's really.
I really don't do horror, so.
No,
I do thrillers and stuff. Yeah.
If I do horror, I prefer psychological horror.
Yeah.
I think we were talking like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Brilliant film. One of the best horror films ever made.
Yeah.
And there's no real horror as such in it. It's just the shit, at the end. That's just scary as hell.
I don't like slasher movies. I mean, I've watched the originals of like all of the franchises.
Yeah, Jason.
At least most of them have a plot or a semi-plot or something.
Yeah.
But after that, they all just get stupid.
Yeah. The first few are always pretty good, like Halloween and stuff. Halloween's a good film in itself. But after that, it just gets... Halloween 2 is pretty good, but after that, it gets silly. And you can say the same about... I mean, Jason in space and stuff. And Freddy 3, like Nightmare on Elm Street 3, that's probably one of the best horror films ever made. What's it? Dream Warriors. That's a really good film.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, that's probably the best one because he gets it. he gets nailed.
I remember coming home from the college. All the lights were out. I locked myself in the living room with a cup of coffee. I was drunk. Came from a keg party, and all the lights are off. This was my introduction to Freddy Krueger. Okay, I turn on the TV. And there's the person who came to be known as the great Johnny Depp laying on a waterbed. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I'm sitting there just watching him laying there. And all of a sudden those talons come up through the mattress. And I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I mean, because that sort of thing hadn't been really done. No one.
That's all I needed was, Freddy Krueger drunk. Yeah. Okay.
And again, the remake of that was fucking terrible.
Yeah,
because in the remake he's a child molester, but in the original films he's not. He's suspected of being one, and they burn him, which is why he comes back for revenge because he wasn't one. Right. Or it's like it's said that he isn't. They never really say whether he was or wasn't. But in the remake, he straight up is, and it doesn't really work because there's no reason for the revenge as such. But there are loads of great horror films out there that I love, like Last House on the Left. That's a brilliant horror film, and that has got gore in it. There's a microwave scene, especially. But like as a psychological horror, that was brilliant.
That's like that's why I don't watch them because of the gore. But that's just like Friday the 13th. The end of it was a great jump scene,
Yeah. When he comes out,
I remember I saw that at a drive-in, and we were getting ready to leave because she was out on the lake. And when he jumped out of the water, there were two guys who were high as hell. They were on top of their van and scared the shit out of them. They fell off the back of the van. It was great.
But yeah, people forget that Freddy's not the killer in the first one. It's his mum. He's apparently hiding in the woods. I don't remember this, but he's apparently hiding in the woods all the way the first film. But he's not, because at the end of the film, he comes out of the water. It's revenge for his mum, isn't it? He comes back from the dead because his mum is murdered.
Yeah.
Or apparently, like there are a lot of people will argue against that point because there's so many different ways that they say he comes into existence. But
Yeah.
it's the same as the Michael Myers thing. He's not supernatural in any way. He just won't die. But which is the supernatural side to him, because he, like, at the end of the first one, he falls out the window, then in the second one, he just,
Well, I mean,
like,
they do imply it, though,
Oh, he does become that eventually, but in the first couple of films, he's just basically a guy who's PCP'd up. He's so out of it.
Wasn't it Michael Myers who went to space? No, that was Jason, wasn't it?
Jason and Freddy, yeah.
Jason
versus
whatever.
Freddy versus Jason X, or no, what was it?
No, Jason X and Jason versus Freddy. I think, Jason X was in space. Freddy versus Jason was just Freddy versus Jason, I think.
Yeah. Jason X, that was the one in space, yeah.
Which was quite funny, realistically.
Those had went on to become beyond stupid. I don't remember which one it was, where the dude on the motorcycle was circling, and he's like, "Ma, he hurt me, Ma." And then
I don't know.
He gets his head cut off and it goes flying through the window into a pot.
But all films get like that. The first couple are always the first one's always good enough to get the second one. The second one's generally okay, and then it just goes downhill from there. There's not many films that get better.
Critters.
Tremors. Yeah. I went to see Critters. It was great when it first came out, because it was riding on the back of Gremlins, really. It was like the horror version of Gremlins.
It was like Gremlins cranked up a notch, and with none of the cuteness and all of the horror.
And it wasn't really that. I mean, if you look back at it now, it was quite tame, really.
Oh,
because a couple of people get eaten and one person gets squashed.
Boundaries. It wasn't like you watch Hostel and people's eyeballs boiling out of their head. And, any of the Eli Roth stuff, where it's just torture porn. None of that really existed. Like, dude, I remember when that movie The Cell came out.
I've not seen it. I've heard about it. Yeah.
And there's some scenes in that people were like, "Oh man, they're in." She's in the mind of a serial killer trying to find where the victims are. Kind of interesting premise, weird. Dream worlds of a serial killer.
Weird movie.
Is that the one with Halle Berry? Is it Halle Berry?
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez. That's it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have seen that then. It was okay. It was an interesting idea, but then it just got overtaken by Inception. Like other films did it better, really.
Yeah.
Do you remember the old school? What was it? Dreamscape, where they were going.
Dreamscape. That was Christopher Walken, wasn't it? Dreamscape.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Walken. Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. Like Scanners as well was another really classic one. A couple of people with their heads getting blown off. But
that first guy, when Michael Ironside makes the guy's head explode, I showed it to my son, and he was like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, they actually put a 12-gauge shotgun at the back of the dummy's head. They kept putting explosives inside of it, but it was just kind of peeling open, and it wasn't like really doing the right thing.
And so I know all about that. I know all about that scene because of a magazine, and you're going to know it as soon as I say it, Fangoria.
I knew it was going to be Fangoria.
Because I was scared of horror films. Because previously to watching that, I was only about 12, and I'd seen The Burning. And that scared the hell out of me. And it was like the first film that gave me nightmares. I think the only second one was The Howling. But that had given me nightmares. And so I started reading Fangoria to work out how they were doing it, because it was scaring me.
Because if you're like, this is how they did it, it's not real. So it's not scary.
Yep.
Sure.
But that's how I got around watching scary films. And I got into it for a little while because I'd been reading Fangoria, and then I wanted to watch the film that was about, and started watching Phantasm and all that sort of thing. But it was never really my
Phantasm was a wild movie.
Explaining, hey man, it's not real. It's just it's corn syrup and
once you realise that, I started looking for how they were doing it rather than the actual gore itself. I've gone past that now, and I can enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, sure.
But like again, we were talking about like
Tom Savini, man, he was like the king of that shit. Coming up with ways to make people explode or cut in half or all of that gory stuff. And it is interesting.
And it's amazing once you see behind the sines of it.
Yeah, to see how they
And now-
actually did
Now
it.
they don't do any of that. They just rely on CGI.
All CGI. Yeah.
So, you know,
And
it
it's
can look
bad
good.
CGI. Yeah.
It can look good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not quite the same as it's not as good as practical effects.
The last
Yeah.
like good CGI, I feel like, is like District 9 had really good CGI for what it was. Like
Yeah.
minimal use of it, but you have to use it in some spots because prawns aren't a real thing. But they did use they used practical effect puppetry for like
Use
close
bit
up
of both.
or interactions between actors and the prawns. Like that to me is like you got to still aim for practical if you're going for that suspension of disbelief, or as Gary likes to quote RBM, verisimilitude. You want to do that, then you need to have that, because if you're just going to film everything in a volume with CGI, it's going to look like shit and everybody's going to know it's fake, and you just get into that uncanny valley where people go,
I was literally just about to say it's like the uncanny valley thing where it's not real because it just looks off.
Yep.
And I have to agree. I 100% agree with that. I can't think of a horror film I've seen in the last 10 years that has made me go, even some of the gory stuff, it's like you just laugh at it generally. Oh, that was quite a good death. I think the last ones that did that really well, Final Destination 2. The highway scene where the logs go, the logs come off. Yeah, that.
Did you guys ever watch that show that was on from the special effects company that used to do the practical effects? They actually had a reality show that showed how they did it.
No, I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, and they also had the one with the makeup, the Face Off, where they would compete. Really? Yeah, there were some pretty cool shows.
Were they on the?
They would show how they did the body makeup and stuff, and then the other one with the.
You need to find them and send us the links to that. I'd watch that.
Well, now the one is called Face Off. That's the one that did like the makeup and stuff. And I got to remember the name of the other one. It was a special effects company that they did a reality show to show how they did the effects and stuff.
Well, I'd check that out.
Yeah.
Because I love stuff like that. Anything that shows how anything is done in the background and stuff. What's that science one? I never remember what it's called, but the one where the Asian guy, he died, didn't he? Was it? I can't remember what it's called. It's the Canadian guy with the beard, the moustache.
Oh, Mythbusters.
Mythbusters. Yeah, that's it.
What happened to Grant? Grant died?
He died.
Yeah, he died. He had a heart.
Oh, man.
About
possibly
5-6 years ago, I want to say.
Yeah, I used to watch it for a while, but everything I watch, I get busy and it falls by the wayside.
Oh yeah, most things do now. I haven't really got time to watch things like that. I tend to go back and watch older stuff. Like I'm rewatching NCIS at the moment. I'm not on season 3, and Ziva's just coming to it. I'm like, ooh. And
I remember when we were talking about like reality shows and stuff. The only real reality shows that I watched on a regular basis was Deadliest Catch.
Oh, that was good.
When that first came out.
Yeah,
I used to watch that.
And Swamp People. The tuna one, pretty good.
Yeah, because Swamp People was just fucking hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, we've all watched them, like the stuff like Storage Wars and stuff like that, and all of it's fake. Like it's all scripted to a point. I think they come out and admitted after that guy died and they're doing Storage Wars that none of it was real at all. It was like a lot of it was the production team that were
Storage Wars. Well, Deadliest Catch, they were actually out on the boat.
Oh, that's real. Yeah, that's absolutely real.
I quit watching that.
Added drama.
I quit watching that when one of the captains was having a heart attack, and they filmed it up and down. And I'm like, man, give the guy some privacy. And they're like, well, it was in his contract that he gets filmed.
Yep.
And I just thought that was really shitty.
So
especially since he died. Yeah.
My one of my best friends, our drummer, who's also one of my best friends that I went to high school with, he was born in Dutch Harbor in 80, so he knows all those movies. So Deadliest Catch, he's like, oh yeah, he's like so and so and so and so, and yeah.
Well, Perfect Storm was based in the same area, wasn't it?
Huh?
Yeah.
Perfect Storm was based in the same.
No,
area.
Perfect Storm was that's Gloucester, that's Massachusetts.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, East Coast. No, Deadliest Catch is out of Dutch. Unalaska Dutch Harbor, the king crab boats. Their season's so short.
Yeah.
But no, he knows a lot of those guys, and it's funny, man. Even one of the places I worked, we were two of the places I worked actually did work in Alaska, and every once in a while I'd have to call up to Unalaska Dutch Harbor there's like, again, as you could imagine, there's only like 1 or 2 shipping companies up there, and I talked. And I remember one of the companies I worked at, they were like, well, you're going to handle this account. And I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, he's a total asshole and he's really gruff and we can never get him to do it, and I'm like, okay. So I call the guy up and he's like, hey man. He's like, hello. And I'm like, hi, this is Graham, so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, what do you need? And I'm like, well, you placed an order and I need to set up ship. Yeah. And he's very yes. Okay. Single word answer, very standoffish. And I'm like, hey, so are you from there? Yeah. Why? Oh, so-and-so. Yeah, of course I know him. Well, how do you know him? I'm like, oh, well, I'm his son is one of my best buddies and a drummer in our band. No shit. Whoa, shit. How are you doing, boy? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and I ended up talking to this guy for like a half hour on the phone. And my boss comes out. She's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, oh, I'm talking to so-and-so at the Alaska Ship Supply. And she's like, you're kidding. And I'm like, no, you guys said he's an asshole. I'm like, that guy's salt of the earth, man. I really like that guy. And they're like, we've been trying for like years to get this guy to like open up. And like all of a sudden he's placing orders. And they're like, how did you get this guy to open up? And I'm like,
sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Who you know. Yeah.
That's the thing in Virginia and West Virginia where they're very clannish. Like when you're doing home health, man, you don't walk up on those porches because they'll walk out with a shotgun if they don't know you and they can't recognize you. Yeah. Oh. They're very clannish up there. It's hard to get people to open up.
See, I hear West Virginia and clannish, and I'm thinking like,
Oh yeah, there's that too. Yeah. When we first moved there was a part of the town that we lived in that they actually called Booville.
Oh God.
And yeah, I was 15 when we moved there, and I'm like, "What the hell is a Booville?" And my father just started cracking up.
Yeah.
Drove by the entire section was a certain color.
You can't really say that we could say in Britain without. So I've got into trouble so many times talking to Americans about that. Yeah. What did you just say?
My father didn't even go. He didn't even go into an explanation. He just drove through there, and everything was of one certain tone or color. And he was like, "You get my point," and we're like, "Got it."
Yeah.
Move on.
Some stereotypes are true, and that could go both ways. So.
Yeah.
I was like,
Back to the Future. Beat it. This doesn't concern you. Who you calling? Peckerwood? He's like, hey, man, I don't want no trouble with no reefer addicts. Yep.
Right. It is now silly o'clock in the morning for me. So
I got to get rolling. I got to eat some food and hit the sack. I'm going to be up at 3.
That's because we've done absolutely nothing for yet another hour and a half for a second stream.
No, that's great.
Well, the fun part is going to be, I don't think any of us can officially end this stream. So,
I don't know what you can.
All right. Fuckity bye.
Fuckity bye. That's it for us, folks. The stream may keep going. Don't know. There's no administrators here, so I guess we'll see.
All right. Well, that was fun. Yeah. I'll see you meatbags later.
See you later.